You'll notice that I've beveled the edges here so that there's room for the weld to go. I think it's a good idea. I hope I didn't do it too much. Now what I'm planning on doing is I'm just going to tack a couple of corners, like maybe right here and on the opposite side. Now if you've never welded before, you probably don't know this, but if I was to tack it and not hold it down, when the weld cools, it contracts and it will pull it like this. Not that much, but just a little. So I have to remember to kind of hold it down. I don't have a clamp big enough to go from here to here. You know what I do have? I better put it on. Now as you can see, this is just a plastic clamp, so I gotta remember to take it off as soon as the tack welds are on. Now this is still hot, but I cleaned it up a bit with a rotary wire brush, and I think that after I take the flap grinder to it, it's probably not going to be too bad. I have a tendency to over weld, as you can see. Now next thing is try and figure out how I can clamp this on here like this, so I can weld the rest onto the 1x1. But anyway, I seem to have had fairly good luck at welding the steel to the cast. Somebody thought that maybe this wasn't cast. Well, it is. I could tell by the way the bandsaw was cutting it. The filings were extremely powdery and it went through quite easy. It wouldn't have done that on a 1-inch rod of steel. Quite often in my videos, you'll see me do something for the first time, and this is one of those moments. I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know if this is going to work or not, and we'll just see how much weld I'm going to have to actually grind off the bottom there so this is going to fit. I'm hoping I don't have to do any. But of course, I don't know if I can be that lucky. Okay, oh, I can see right now I'm going to have to, because it's not going down low enough. That is more, or less rather, than 1/4 of an inch down. That's only about a little over 1/8. So, that means that I am going to have to clean this up a little bit here. That shouldn't be too hard. Just a little bit, and take these globs off. Okay, this thing's still hot from the grinder. See if I gotta lower it down any more yet. Well, it's down a little bit, but not enough. As you can see here, well, it's pretty close though. No, it's got to go down about another 1/16 of an inch. Okay, I've done the grinder thing again. I hope I didn't remove so much weld it's not going to be strong anymore. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Hold that down. A little peak here. Okay, so that's just slightly below center. How about the other way? Yeah, just slightly below. Alright, we got it. Now I realized that I didn't video welding the rest onto that square post. And the reason being is I wanted to give my most attention to what I was doing, because I was having a hard time holding the pieces together with one hand and the welding torch with the other, and I didn't want to have to worry about the camera. So anyway, you didn't miss anything. I realize that this is anything but pretty. But that's the way it's going to be. And it looks strong to me. The only concern I have is maybe here that, maybe by removing a lot of metal there, I possibly weaken this connection here. But it looks okay. For sure, this is nice and strong. So I'll be using this in my next pen turning video. And I'll be kind of interested to see how it goes. Now, I don't want to be doing a lot of bragging here and say, look, I can weld cast. I was lucky. This was beginner's luck. I think that everybody else knew exactly what they were talking about. And I was just lucky. And as you can see from my welds, I'm a beginner. So, I was lucky. It worked. And, yeah, there was a lot of really good ideas out there. Best idea was go out and buy another tool rest, the proper size to start with. Second best idea was to weld a piece of round stock onto the end of the round piece there and, extend it. That would have been good too, or better than what I did. But I didn't have that. I wanted to do it with what I had on hand and see if I could do it. And I kinda did. It's not pretty, but I think it's gonna be okay.